Right now, Madison's police chief looking to talk with Madison schools about a recent string of threats disrupting classes at Memorial High School, what police are saying about the investigation. Also, the state Supreme Court decides on whose redistricting maps should be used going forward, what it means for Wisconsin's future elections, and one of the trucker convoys is coming through Wisconsin, where they're headed, and what some are doing to avoid the traffic. This is News 3 Now at 6.
I think it's time for a serious sit-down, even a summit with MMSD to talk about all these aspects of public safety that people are concerned about. I think the time to do that is now.
At least 2 new threats called into Madison Memorial High School today. It has Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes fed up, and now we are announcing a policy change. Moving forward, we will only report on such threats when they disrupt the normal school day. Police say they still don't know who is behind the threats, but believe it is a single source. Naomi Coles reports.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes tells us today that it is time for a serious sit-down between his department, the school district, and the public to discuss what's going on. He says a lot of school districts experience a string of uncredible threats like this at least once a year, disrupting school education and student safety.
We have a team of detectives who are working on it from the investigative standpoint, and then from the boots on the ground perspective, we have officers who are doing extra patrols in the area looking for suspicious persons or anything of that nature, just in case something happens before we get that actual call.
While it takes time and resources for the department to respond to threats like this, the police chief says that's not the important thing here. All this is coming as the school district moves towards creating an ad hoc committee to study student safety and wellness. More on that online right now at channel3000.com. In Madison, for News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
Governor Evers is meeting with more recipients of the Neighborhood Investment Fund grant program. Today he visited Green Bay with Wisconsin Department of Administration Secretary-designee Kathy Blumenfeld. The governor announcing $15 million in grant money to redevelop the former Pulliam power plant site in Green Bay and relocate the Sea Rice coal piles. Leaders and lawmakers there have been pushing to move the coal piles at the mouth of the Fox River for years so the property can be used for development. The grants are funded through money from the American Rescue Plan Act. State Representative Gordon Hintz says he will not seek re-election to the Assembly this year. Hintz, a Democrat representing Oshkosh, was first elected to the Assembly in 2006, re-elected to his 8th term for the current legislative session. He has served on multiple committees and commissions during his tenure. In January, Representative Hintz concluded his tenure as Assembly Minority Leader, a role he had been elected to by his colleagues to serve since the fall of 2017. In a 4-3 vote, the state Supreme Court is adopting least change legislative and congressional redistricting maps submitted by Governor Evers. The maps adopted keep Republican majorities, but it was slightly less favorable than the plan submitted by the GOP legislative majorities. Governor Evers' map complies most closely with the criteria set out by the Supreme Court and complies with the Federal Voting Rights Act. Attorneys for the governor argued before the court in January, and Governor Evers celebrating the court's decision. In a release, he said in part, quote, "Today's ruling is not a victory for me or any political party, but for the people of our state who for too long have demanded better, fairer maps and for too long went ignored. Today's victory is for them." Things cooled down a bit today, but expect temperatures to go back up soon. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton, your certified most accurate forecast. Dana?
It is quite a bit cooler outside. The birds not as chatty on the patio for us this afternoon. Temperature-wise, about a 20-degree swing down for our afternoon highs today. A 10-degree drop for us in Madison right now. 11-degree difference between 24 hours ago and right now. This doesn't settle in for too long, though. We are warming back up heading into the weekend. We're currently sitting at 29 in Madison, about 32 for Mineral Point, 33 currently in Boscobel. We have some light flurries southwest of us. Could see some light flurries just creeping into the very edge of Grant County, but most of southern Wisconsin staying dry tonight and mostly cloudy. We'll hold on to that cloud coverage as we look ahead to tomorrow and for Saturday. Saturday is going to come along with some showers and thunderstorms, though. So look ahead to next week. A few opportunities for some light snow and flurries, but right now it doesn't look like that's going to lead to much accumulation for us. We'll take a closer look at those Saturday storms and the timing for them in just a few minutes, Eric.
Dana, thank you. Police are warning that about 500 semis will be driving through Monroe County tomorrow afternoon. 2 groups of the American Truckers Freedom Convoy are planning to meet up in the village of Oakdale. The Toma School District is ending school at 1 p.m., so students won't be affected by potential traffic backups. The Monroe County Sheriff warns that this could slow down traffic on I-90-94 and Highways 12 and 16 tomorrow.
We certainly understand that this is a First Amendment protected free speech, and people have the freedom to peacefully assemble, and we want to protect that, plus make a safe traffic environment for the motoring public.
The convoy is protesting vaccine mandates as well as demanding more oil production domestically. Sheriff's Department expects traffic to get back to normal by 6 p.m. tomorrow. A heated school board meeting ensuing last night after a superintendent was criminally charged with false imprisonment. Kelly Casper accused of having students stripped of their underwear during a search for vaping devices. The Oconto County District Attorney says Casper lacked legal authority to confine students in a small restroom during the searches that happened back in January. Parents voiced their concerns just 2 days after the superintendent was charged with 6 counts of false imprisonment in connection to the incident.
The 5 weeks that has passed, and every day knowing what happened and nothing's getting done. That part blows my mind, the time that has gone past.
I believe I also speak for the board when I say this is easily the most difficult situation I've ever been involved with as a board member.
The school board president says members have been largely silent to this point because he doesn't want to create new legal trouble since she was charged. Officials report the superintendent has been working from home. Madison police say they arrested 2 men for possession of child pornography earlier this week. The arrests came on opposite ends of the city. A 38-year-old man was arrested at his home in the 10th block of Starfire Court, while a 50-year-old was arrested on the city's south side. Both men have been the subjects of ongoing investigations, according to police, and face tentative charges of possession of child pornography. It's been more than a week since 20-year-old Keyshawn Thomas died in Milwaukee police custody. The cause of death hasn't been released yet, but his family is already asking for a second autopsy. Dr. Cyril Wecht has performed more than 20,000 autopsies throughout his decades-long career and consulted on more than 40,000 post-mortem examinations as a medical legal consultant. He's also a panelist on the Know Your Rights Camp Autopsy Initiative. It's a free program working to provide an unbiased, subjective second look at police-related deaths. Even if the secondary autopsy confirms the findings, Dr. Wecht says over time the program will help strengthen confidence in the criminal justice system.
It's going to create a greater degree of comfort and closure for families, a greater degree of acceptance on the part of officials and the public in knowing that a police-related death has been thoroughly and properly investigated.
Milwaukee Police Chief Jeffrey Norman declined to offer specific information on Thomas's death, citing an ongoing independent investigation. He did, though, say he had enough concerns to suspend the 3 officers who were involved. Attorneys for Stephen Avery are asking Governor Evers to commute Brendan Dassey's sentence. Dassey was sentenced to life in prison in 2007 for his involvement in the death of Teresa Halbach. In 2019, Dassey petitioned the governor for a pardon. Governor Evers rejected it because it did not meet the requirements for a pardon. Dassey is not eligible for parole until 2048, when he'll be 59 years old. Pent Air, a leading water treatment company, plans to buy Manitowoc Ice for $1.6 billion. Pent Air, headquartered in London, managed out of Golden Valley, Minnesota, with plants in Wisconsin, Mexico, and China. Manitowoc Ice employs 800 people and manufactures about 200 models of commercial ice-making machines used in a variety of food service and industrial settings. Still ahead, the latest in the war between Russia and Ukraine as both sides hold another round of peace talks. Plus, the Tibetan community in Madison holds a prayer for the people of Ukraine as they also celebrate the Lunar New Year.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 now at 6.
Fixed. No charge.
Ah, that's my son. He always takes care of his mama.
Ooh, what's up with Granny's casserole?
It's for after your Uncle Joe's funeral. My brother didn't have a life insurance policy.
I hear there's a collection to help Aunt Adele.
Yeah, a funeral costs north of $9,000 these days. That's a hefty bill for family to pay if there's no life insurance check to help.
Wow. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Which reminds me, I've been meaning to tell you, I got that $9.95 plan from Colonial Penn. I'm on a fixed income, so price is important.
The life insurance on TV.
Just $9.95 a month to help you pay my funeral expenses. What about your family, son? You've got a wife and kids, and a grandson living with you now, too.
Maybe I should get the $9.95 plan, too. Thing is, this has been a rough year for my business, Ma. Money's tight. Still, for $9.95 a month, I don't have a good excuse, do I?
I'm Jonathan for Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. If you're age 50 to 85, just $9.95 a month buys whole life insurance with guaranteed acceptance. You cannot be turned down for any health reason. There are no health questions. Guaranteed lifetime coverage. Your insurance can never be canceled. Just pay your premiums. Guaranteed lifetime rate lock. Your rate can never increase. It's locked in as soon as you're covered and stays the same for the rest of your life. With guarantees like these, it's no surprise the 995 plan is Colonial Penn's #1 most popular whole life insurance.
Now don't forget, wear your good suit tonight. And please call about the 995 plan today while it's on your mind, okay?
Call now for free information.
Call 1-800-505-7613 for free information and your free beneficiary planner. No obligation. 1-800-505-7613. That's 1-800-505-7613. Call now.
To the crisis in Ukraine, where U.S. defense officials say Russia has now committed about 90% of its pre-staged combat power inside the country. Russian forces have taken their first major city, Kherson. President Vladimir Putin says operations have been going according to plan. The United Nations Human Rights Council says more than 1 million people have fled Ukraine in the week since the invasion began, and 1 million more are displaced internally.
The use of weapons with wide area effects in populated urban areas risk being inherently indiscriminate.
After a second round of peace talks between Russian and Ukrainian negotiators in Belarus, both sides said they've reached an agreement to create safe civilian evacuation corridors. Meanwhile, the White House announced new sanctions on Russian oligarchs and their families, which include prohibiting travel to the U.S. And Swedish companies IKEA and H&M are temporarily pausing operations in Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. IKEA, the world's largest furniture company, is closing its 17 stores in Russia. 15,000 workers will be directly impacted by the shutdown. The company said it'll continue to pay them, at least for now. H&M says it's temporarily closing its 168 stores there. The conflict in Ukraine is helping push mortgage rates lower, at least for now. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 3.76% in the week ending March 3rd, the second week in a row that rates have fallen. The rates dropped as a result of receding U.S. Treasury yields as investors move to the safety of bonds due to Russia's invasion. Rates will likely increase again in the coming months. Here at home, the Wisconsin Tibetan community hosting a prayer event for Ukraine today. News 3 Now's Jim Rader was there as the group showed its solidarity with the Ukrainian people.
Today is our first day of New Year. We as a community, our Buddhist monastery that we have in Oregon here, and then we will do offering and we'll pray for His Holiness the Dalai Lama's long life. This year we are praying for the people of Ukraine as well, for what's going on over there. This year is Year of Tiger, a lunar calendar. We are connected more, and we can relate each other more, and we can come to a more peaceful century this year. What's happening in the Ukraine is sad, but as you may see, like the UN, whether European Union, whether U.S. government, they're doing their best, and I hope we come to the conclusion soon.
And coming up, the Girl Scouts will soon be outselling their famous cookies again, when you'll be able to get your hands on your favorite kind. Plus, the results are in. A winner has been crowned. Find out who's the big cheese at this year's World Championships in Madison. Plus, there's a chance we may hear some thunder over the weekend. Temperatures could approach 60. Dana's got the complete forecast when we come back.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Attention homeowners, we started out with 50 homes and now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions and real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, Mad City Baths, as your trusted local source for easy access tub-to-shower conversions and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. Act now to be one of 30 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures, and we're going to compensate you for your time. Pick up the phone and call in now to get a $50 Amazon gift card with your estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify, 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Now is the time to turn your dream into a reality with 11% off design and buy projects at Menards. Breeze through your project planning with ease using interactive tools that factor in the details that matter. If you're dreaming of a kitchen with an island for entertaining, a deck to grill up the perfect hot dog, or a post-frame building large enough to protect your prized possessions, what are you waiting for? Get a free estimate with instant pricing and buy your project today with Design and Buy at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab, General Surgeon at Stoughton Health. If you suffer from reflux, please join us for our upcoming seminar on the LINX device, a new and innovative treatment to stop reflux.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning. You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
It is almost that time of the year again, Girl Scout cookie season. The Girl Scouts of Wisconsin's cookie program starts Saturday. 9 different flavors are available this year, from favorites like Caramel Delights to the new Adventurefuls brownie-inspired cookie. The program helps the Scouts learn about running their own business.
Girls usually learn goal setting, decision making, money management, people skills, and business ethics.
The most popular flavor every year is the Thin Mints. Boxes of regular cookies, $4. Gluten-free cookies are $5. After nearly 3,000 entries, the Wisconsin Cheesemakers Association has narrowed down its list to 20. The winner at the 2022 World Championships were announced this afternoon. Second runner-up was an Erzerog Johann from Austria. The first runner-up, an Appenzeller Mild Würzig from Switzerland. As for the big winner...
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Our 2022 World Champion cheese is Gourmino Le Gruyere AOP, made by Michael Speaker of Berg Kaiserei Fritzenhaus of Bern, Switzerland, a 3-time world champion.
7 of the 20 finalists were from Wisconsin, but didn't quite make it to the top. But 7 out of 300 entries, that's not a bad showing from America's Dairyland. Temperatures warming back up, heading into the weekend. Here's Dana with a complete look at your forecast.
Yes, right now a little cool outside southwest of us. We're seeing some light snowfall in parts of Iowa and northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin. And for it should be a quiet night and a quiet Friday. But as we look ahead to Saturday, the chance for some stronger thunderstorms starting to creep into the very southwest corner of the state. Grant County and Lafayette County included in that slight risk now. Really most of it in Iowa, the state of Iowa for us for Saturday. This line is going to build in the late afternoon and evening, and it could bring some heavier rainfall at times and some higher wind gusts. This is a look ahead to Saturday. Saturday morning we'll have some light showers. In the afternoon, the bulk of that heavy rainfall and the threat for some stronger thunderstorms starts to build in. Much of it in Iowa in the late afternoon, but it builds in through Wisconsin through the evening, and overnight we'll still have a few lingering showers before things start to cool down as we head into Sunday, while that rain moving off to the east. Rainfall totals right now generally under an inch for our area, and that 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch range. To the southwest, we'll see a bit more in Iowa. It's just going to lead to a bit more mud outside for us for the second half of the weekend on Sunday. Now overnight, temperatures expected to drop down to about 20, low 20s for us for Friday morning. We'll see high temperatures on Friday in the low 40s, so we're already starting that bit of a warming trend heading into the weekend. Saturday is going to be quite mild out outside. Light showers early in the day. We'll have a few spotty showers through the morning and early afternoon. Notice, thanks to this breeze coming through from the south, high temperatures on Saturday will be close to 60 degrees. And we'll have a break of time here where we don't have rain coming down during the afternoon, but in the late afternoon and evening, these showers start to surge back in, and we could see again some heavier rain at times and some stronger winds with some of those thunderstorms passing through. A few light showers or light flurries possible early in the morning on Sunday. Otherwise, Sunday should be a cooler day outside and overall quiet, at least during the daytime. We'll see high temperatures tomorrow in the low 40s, a mostly cloudy sky and not as cold outside. A cold trend does start to build in, though, and our longer range outlooks building in a below average trend for us throughout most of the state. For tomorrow, low 40s, Saturday near 60, and then on Sunday back down to the low 40s with a dry sky through the day. Sunday night into Monday, some light snow developing will lead to some light snow for us throughout the start of the work week on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday right now look dry with temperatures in the low 40s, so we're back above average. And then an event could bring in some lighter snowfall for us on Thursday and Friday. Right now not leading to a lot of accumulation, but it does bring cooler temperatures by the end of the week and next weekend. We'll get to spring forward and get a little more sunshine, but it's going to come along with high temps in the middle 20s and overnight lows, possibly getting back down to the single digits. So again, on Saturday, we're keeping an eye on the chance for some stronger thunderstorms, especially in the late afternoon and evening. But the focus again for the afternoon before the rain does get in, we'll be seeing 60 degrees, which should be pretty comfortable outside for us, Zach.
All right, Dana, thank you. Check this out. A ship that sank back in 1891 is discovered in Lake Superior. The Great Lakes Shipwreck Historical Society posted this video of the Atlanta. The ship was being towed by another vessel when the line snapped during a storm. Crew members got into a lifeboat, though only 2 survived when that boat overturned. The Atlanta was found at a depth of more than 600 feet. Sonar technology had a critical role in locating the Atlanta. Zach?
Thanks, Eric and Dana. And coming up in sports, from 10th to the Big Ten's best, how the Badgers proved the preseason prediction wrong. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Make a great impression with a new bath, shower, or walk-in tub from Mad City Baths with attractive wall patterns like Sierra Sand, Arctic Ice, and white travertine. And call now. 30 homeowners will save with free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments, senior military discounts, and we're going to compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate.
Some of us are just driven to succeed, to make it to the top and stay there. We drive towards success at everything we do. Always striving, fueled by passion, integrity, and work ethic. Because to us, success means accepting nothing less than being the best. And making sure you're surrounded by a team who is at the top of the leaderboard, like Hy-Vee.
Doing great, Jack.
Hy-Vee's commitment to excellence, their insistence on only the highest standards, and their drive to be the best means when it comes to fresh food, they know fresh. And here's a simple takeaway. If you think you can find any better, then you don't know Hy-Vee, and you don't know Jack.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, restoring normal and natural functionality where it counts most. Call now and receive an ultrasound. Your initial consultation all for free. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
I want to have $1 million when I retire. Oh, great goal. So where do I start?
Well, first you set up automatic transfers into savings. That can add up pretty quickly.
For me, working on putting $1,000 into an emergency fund got me in a good saving habit.
Already on it.
Then put together a plan to get rid of debt and maximize your investments. You know, Summit helped me do.
Oh, that's great. I love how Summit gives people the knowledge and confidence to go after their goals. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
If you think high cholesterol only happens to adults, here's an eye-opener. Our Time for Kids expert explains why the sooner you know your child's levels, the better.
And we continue to track a chance for storms this weekend. The latest forecast tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Remember back when Wisconsin went to back-to-back Final Fours and their catchphrase was "make 'em believe"? Well, this year's team is doing just that to the Big Ten. In the preseason predictions, UW was picked to finish 10th. On Tuesday night, they clinched the league's championship. And while they might have proved everyone wrong, this group was just living up to the program's standards.
No matter who's coming back or who left the program, you know, our standard is to compete for Big Ten titles and be at the top of the Big Ten. So, you know, that was our goal at the beginning of the year. And even though other people on the outside may not have seen that in us, you know, we saw that in ourselves from the very beginning. You know, I guess it shows how much those predictions really mean.
The Partyville girls basketball team knew they'd be pretty good this season, but maybe not 21-3 with a regional championship good. So needless to say, there's been a lot of smiles in the gym, and most of those have come from Joe Gunther and his text messages. In just his second year at Partyville,
it's been so much fun. Like, this whole season has just been crazy.
Joe Gunther has his team making history.
I never expected us to do this well. I knew we were going to be a good team, but this feels like a dream.
Their 21 wins this season are a new school record. And for the first time in 19 years,
good job, ladies.
The Bulldogs are regional champs.
Rotate! They really bought into the whole playing with a lot of energy, playing with a lot of heart. Collapse. You could almost just go like that.
And having a lot of fun.
Coming out and having fun is like the most important thing to him.
Which for Gunther starts with a group text.
Every time we have like a game day or something, he sends out like a text to all of us, and he'll always put like a little joke at the end and a bunch of emojis, and it's really funny.
But not just any kind of jokes.
So I like dad jokes. They're some of my favorite jokes.
I mean, can you blame them?
I always put just a ton of laughing emojis that it's so hilarious, like it's the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life.
It's like really funny because that's just the kind of guy he is. So it always brightens our day up to see those.
And those text messages are Gunther's reminder to not take life so serious.
Whatever you decide to do, do it well. Do it really hard. But don't forget, you got to smile once in a while. You got to enjoy life.
One dad joke at a time. The Patty Kazmaier Award announced its top 10 finalists, and 2 Badgers made the cut. For the 4th time in her career, Daryl Watts has been named a finalist, while her teammate Casey O'Brien is a first-time finalist. Watts is 2nd in the nation in points, while O'Brien ranks 4th in the country in goals. Got any dad jokes, Handy?
No, not that good. He's got game in that department. Let's go to Dana, final check of the forecast.
It is going to be a little cooler outside tonight, but for tomorrow, we're in the low 40s. Comfortable for Friday afternoon. Friday night, some light showers building in. Could possibly mix a little bit for areas north of Dane County. It leads us to a very mild Saturday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Sunday, low 40s again. Dry on Sunday with our next chance for some light snow expected Sunday night heading into Monday. That temperature roller coaster continues next week. We're dry Tuesday and Wednesday with some light snow expected Thursday and Friday. It cools us down yet again for the following weekend. Could see overnight lows back down to the single digits.
Well, that's March for you. Yes. Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6. Have a great evening, and we will be back here tonight at 10.